Guys, I just found something that is making me realize I've wasted so much time not knowing about XRP, not knowing about crypto. Check this out. Where were we 10 years ago? I was in college, didn't know much. Oh, those days, you know. You tell me in the comments if you want, but Brad Garlinghouse spends 10 years at Ripple now. 10 years, everybody. This is 2025. It's been since 2015. He was hired by none other than Chris Larsen. Chris Larsen is the former, is a co-founder of Ripple. He was the CEO at the time, and he's the executive chairman. So anything about Ripple that you and I like, let's say that we like Ripple's partnerships, we like Ripple direction and how we are defeating the SEC. You like to see Ripple succeed and go global, and now here in the United States, you notice that we don't see Chris Larsen a lot, right? It's more Brad, Stuart, and David. But here, I was kind of like looking for content and some pretty nice nuggets to share here on the channel, fam. And if you appreciate this, just smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. It does help out a lot, and I thank you guys for stopping by. I just want to give you some entertainment and content as always. I'm excited to welcome former Yahoo executive Brad Garlinghouse to Ripple Labs as CEO, so Chief Operation Officers, right, and President to Ripple, which is nice. Now, I try to find that. I went all the way down. I realized something, but I went all the way down, and Chris has it deleted. Chris doesn't have any more posts past, older than September 2020, 2015. So September 2015, that's where it starts. So this was in April 2015. So if you go ahead and do this, you're going to see that there's nothing there. So he deleted, and we just cannot see that. I wanted to compare. I wanted to verify, right, that he said that. But I'm going to take it for granted. Now, this video is just to remind ourselves, if you guys are looking at the price of XRP, not much is moving, crypto is steady. We're waiting on Trump versus, the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell. We're waiting for Monday, more headlines. Right now, things are boring, steady. We're waiting for Bloody Sunday. We might have more consolidation, sell-offs. We'll see. We don't know. But to me, it's like, wow. Like, I started crypto in 2021. I started invested in 2020. So this guy, he has from 2015 all the way, to 2025. April 17. Today's the 18th here in the US. So it's all 10 years basically. 10 years of working at Ripple. And now, of course, Brad is the CEO. And if you take a look at this, which it's pretty neat, right? How he gained popularity, he gained followers, he became a billionaire. He became a billionaire in 2017. Garlinghouse emerged to prominence following the groundbreaking 2017 bull run. In January 2018, Forbes reported that he became a billionaire with a net worth of $9.5 billion. And you know what that gave me? That gave me an idea. And I went to Forbes. And I decided to find all the crypto billionaires. I'm not going to do it right now. You could do it. You're more than welcome, right? There's only one in the top 400, and that is Michael Saylor. I'm like, wait, what? Brad Garlinghouse is not there. Chris Larsen is not there. Charles Hoskinson is not there. There's so many crypto billionaires, and they're not publicly telling everybody, hey, I'm a billionaire and I'm in crypto. There might be another list, but I'm opening Forbes because it's one of the biggest, most known ones. So to me, I found that to be a little interesting. But thanks so much for being here, guys. Let's dive in. We have the price of XRP here on BTCC. You're more than welcome to click the first link down below and sign up with my link, guys. Start trading right now. Is the best time to get your feet wet and get positions ready to deposit and try to do the best you can. Chris Larsen, we could talk a few things about this guy. Why is he not speaking? Why don't we see him? Where is Chris Larsen? Well, one thing that I found, when you try to go all the way down, he was the face of Ripple during, the first, second, third year of Brad Garlinghouse and before Brad Garlinghouse. In 15, 14, 13 or so, and all the way 16, 17, Chris Larsen was super active, super active. But I think post Trump and during Biden, he became more, you can tell already, he became just more calculated with his post. And right now, the last one he did, right, was the Kamala Harris. I'm like, there's so many great things you could say. There's so much support, and people are waiting for leadership, right? And it could be that he's just saying, I'm just going to let Brad be the face of this because he's obviously a billionaire. He doesn't need any more money. You can only imagine the post that he's getting from here. Look, I remember this. I was here with you October when we saw this post, and immediately the price of XRP dropped. And Brad replied saying, I respect Chris and I disagree, right? Because he says, I mean, obviously Kamala Harris was not really the best one for the United States, but he respects. And I like that, right? Everyone decided to say, what a stupid move. What are you doing? Donating to Kamala Harris, right? This was crazy. I remember like everyone wanted to say something to Chris. Are you retarded? Is this actually the way you feel? What an embarrassment. You name it. So why? Well, because it's during the Biden administration that we have this lawsuit, this bogus lawsuit from Gary Gensler, right? So the fact that he said, I'm going to donate $10 million in XRP in support of her, everybody was like, you are joking. So the backlash was huge, and he decided not to post and he hasn't posted anything in 2025. And when you are the leader, the boss, like who is the boss at Ripple? It's Chris Larsen, because he's the executive chairman. He can fire Brad Garlinghouse. For those who don't know how companies, function and run, he's the one who calls the shots at the end of the day. Brad is the organizer in chief. He knows how to manage all the money, finances, and plans, and everything. But Brad Garlinghouse, according to what I'm looking at, looking right now, he's the one who is, planning, but at the end he decides who to put as the CEO. So it's interesting, guys. Obviously, I would love to hear more. And there's the Apex 2025 coming in Vegas, if I'm not mistaken, right? Apex 2025, Singapore, my bad. But I believe there's one in Vegas. So this one in Singapore, which, by the way, Singapore, you should go. It's a really, really, really nice, beautiful place. This is obviously a place where you'll see David, you'll see Brad, and you'll have to see Chris and the entire, XRP community. How much is this, actually? I haven't even checked. Could we get it sponsored, maybe? Gotta create the account, confirmation. I don't even know. I think I'll have to do this. Point is, going to Singapore is not extremely expensive. Just the flights, obviously. Once you're there, it's cheap. Once you're there, it's cheap. Just get a nice phone plan, and then you should be good to go, because obviously AT&T will charge you a lot, and the American companies. But point is, guys, now that we have the privilege and the opportunity to buy XRP and to understand the system and to understand this journey, look back at 10 years, guys. I was wasting my time not knowing about crypto. It was too early, obviously. Imagine buying XRP 10 years ago, Bitcoin 10 years ago. They had the chance. They had the chance that we would love to have nowadays. good and bad. Back in the day, the price of Bitcoin was less than $500, and price could go from 200 to 300, and people will be like, "Yay, I made $100. I'm out." To them, that was a really nice investment. We all know what happened later, right? The price of XRP started at 3 zeros, if I'm not mistaken. 3 zeros. But the price of XRP right now, $2-3, millions. And because the supply is in the billions, of billion supply and billions in money, you're like insanity, obviously. So with this video, I just want to tell myself, and I want to share this video with whoever is watching. I'm not telling you to do anything, right? Do you? But I wanted to just to share with you guys how, if you want a good project that has people that may disagree with us, which is fine, like Chris, right, donated to Kamala Harris. But if you're looking for a project that is going to be here the next 10 years, proven right now by staying faithful and loyal and pushing the line for 10 years with Brad, I'm pretty positive Brad is not going anywhere. I mean, he's not going anywhere. So that makes me bullish. That makes me excited. That makes me like, I think I can trust in this company and in the vision, right, of XRP, of Ripple. And I'm bullish, man. So I wanted to tell you this, guys. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully you took something from this, that we were not knowing what was happening 10 years ago, right, with life, with banking, with government. But now, as we are in the 2020s, right, things are changing. They're moving really fast. We need a vehicle, and that vehicle is XRP. Link down below. Sign up to BTCC, fam. Join me in my community. Start trading right now. Get some volume. Start trading. And I'll see you next time. Get those bonuses, everybody. Peace.